My video for April the 30th, 2018 is entitled, Let Us, quote, make man in our image. Who the hell is the us referred to in this Bible quote? It would seem that I got it wrong along with many others on this planet. Of course, I thought I knew what it meant. It was the Holy Trinity, right? We were all deceived, or were we all deceived? Is the Holy Spirit our divine mother? There has to be a feminine aspect somewhere, right? Or is creation an anomaly of some sort made without a mother? Yes, I am questioning things I once took for granted. I don't think I'm the only one either. At least I hope not. Obviously, something is very wrong here. Those who have long claimed to be in charge are being exposed as demonic rather than godlike. If that is true, then the us might well be something other than divine love with all the omni characteristics we have attributed to God. Is the us actually a deceiver? As for me, I can no longer place any confidence in promises of a better future based on my personal experience of a disappointing past. I'm not claiming perfection, but I know that I've had positive intent since childhood. Indeed, I didn't even want to make a video this early in the morning. I've had a terrible night's sleep. Less than an hour after I fell asleep, finally, I get a telephone call from a friend in Hawaii who's calling me to ask me questions about our next video together. And why he would call me at 10:30 to 10:45 at night is ridiculous. But 2 hours later, I was still wide awake. So needless to say, I have not had a good night as I make this video. And I didn't have a topic planned. I expected to get a good night's sleep and to get up early as usual and have the inspiration, but I don't feel very inspired. And so I'm questioning things that have been questioned a lot by me and others in recent years, especially for me since 2012, when I thought everything was going to fall in place and that we would actually begin to see the kingdom of heaven manifested. What we've seen instead is Obama. And I was hoping that because Obama was our president during 2012, I was hoping that maybe somehow he would be one of the good guys. Well, I was wrong. And of course, Hillary is one of the worst women that we could possibly have as president, although there's a lot of them that could also fit there that would not be very highly motivated to be good when they have been known pedophiles and done atrocious things throughout their history. And that's her story too, her story, not just his. Humankind has been devalued, debased, and minimalized to the degree that we have been enslaved and totally forgotten any connection with a loving God. Forget omnipresence, forget omnipotence, forget the all-knowing, supposedly all-knowing nature of God. Forget the ideas that we've been taught in our sacred scriptures about God, because all of our religions have been infiltrated by this dark agenda, evil forces living backwards. Everything is inside out and upside down. I don't know why my nose itches. I hate it when that happens. But anyway, we have been living in a matrix in which we as human beings are obviously enslaved. Now, I like what Anna von Reitz and others are doing to try to reestablish the Republic and to get things back out of maritime law to the law of the land. I realize that many things have been co-opted by a dark force, and in our day and age, it has a name, the Illuminati, and a family name, Rothschild, which is made up. It's actually Bauer. But humans have, by far and large, realized that our highest good is not being provided. We're not even allowed to do it. When we try to stand up for what's right, we get shot down. People ask me, well, why aren't you more active? Well, I was the Secretary of State in the Republic. I've said that in other videos, of course. Those of you that have listened realize that. And what the Restore Republic movement is doing now is, I guess, a good thing. It's not in my local area. I cannot be connected with people here in my local area. It used to be centered in Brevard County, Florida. Now it's not. Now it's centered, I don't know where it's centered, to be honest with you. It seems to be South Florida. But in any case, the world is a mess. Haven't you noticed? Haven't you noticed that our leaders are diabolical individuals? The fact that the elite establishment are known pedophiles and child murderers, not just molesters, but murderers, is finally coming out. And it probably has them scared. That's why they're trying to clamp down on the social media, and they're labeling the people that are trying to tell the truth to be fake news when they're the ones that are doing the fake news. Everything is, as I said in a recent video, inverted, inside out and upside down. Nothing is what we've been told it is. And even our young people are being educated in a system that does not allow them to think outside the box without some kind of retribution for thinking for themselves. There are apparently some young people that are being born with talents, gifts, and abilities, and if they don't have somewhat awake parents, they get put on psychotic drugs and try to shut down the inner voice that's speaking because it's considered insane. As I said, it's all inside out and upside down. So I'd like the real God, the one that loves, the one that cares, to begin to take responsibility for creation. I get accused all the time. People say, and many of my spiritual friends say, it's up to us. Well, if it's up to us, we lose. I've said that before. I'll say it again. We cannot win without being empowered. We cannot win without being enriched. We cannot win without something opening up to us that enables us to not only shine a bright light, but to actually take out the darkness. And the darkness, I don't mean eliminate night. I mean the rule of darkness, where the deception is dominant. The deception should be exposed and rent asunder, taken completely out of the picture. Not that we should be stopped from being able to make mistakes, then we wouldn't have free will. But we should not be in a situation where evil is in control. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I'd like to be in the image of a loving God. How about you? Namaste.